Why, hello there. I bet I can predict the last question that you ever thought. What even is a calorie? What's going on, everybody? My name is Talon Sherping. Welcome back to the Education Fitness channel. I am a high school science teacher that has a passion for fitness and wants to teach you how you can become the best version of yourself through educational videos. That sounded not interesting at all. So calories are that big number on the top of the nutrition labels that always seem a little bit too high, right? Whenever we see something like, oh, it's probably about 100 calories, right? No, psych, it's 500, 5 times as much as you thought. So what really is that? What does that number mean? What is that? Why do we even care? So a calorie is a unit of energy. Specifically, the amount of energy needed to raise 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius. Why did you need to know that? You really don't. I just wanted to sound smart. So, if calorie is a measure of energy, what is energy? So energy is just the ability to cause change. So there are a bunch of different ways energy is found around us, right? But mainly we're gonna talk about caloric energy, so the energy in our food, and heat. So when we eat food, we take in calories from whatever we eat, right? So when we eat that energy, that calorie energy, that energy goes into us and we have to use that energy. So we always have changes all the time going on in our body, right? Otherwise we would just be dead, right? Or rocks, whatever you prefer. So everything you do from consciously to subconsciously will require your body to change in some degree, right? So when you walk, right, you put one leg in front of the other, you change your body position, you change the position of your legs in order to get propelled forward. Even when you're talking, like when I'm talking right now, my mouth is changing positions, right? That change requires me to use energy and therefore calories. Hey, so sorry for pulling you out of there, but when I was doing the editing, I kind of realized I forgot an important part, which is important. So, when we constantly move and change our position of our bodies, right, we use those calories up. So this is why people tend to go on runs and they exercise when they want to lose weight and burn those calories, because the more that you move, the more calories that you burn. Okay, so I just wanted to make that clear, get that in there. All right, I'm gonna put you back now. I'll see you in a bit. You even burn calories when you change the position of the mouse to like and subscribe to this channel. Even your subconscious actions even burn calories. From your heart beating, your lungs breathing, your brain thinking, all this stuff happens without you even trying. Did you know that your brain is actually the most metabolic active tissue in our bodies? Even though the brain takes about 2% of our body mass, it burns 20% of our calories. Right? Mind blown, I had no idea. So we get this energy from our enzymes digesting our food, mainly amylase, protease, and lipase. So whenever we eat our food, these enzymes are going to break apart the bonds that are holding the atoms of our food together. Remember from science, everything is made out of atoms and they have chemical bonds that are holding the atoms together. However, our enzymes are going to come and chop these atoms apart, and it's going to release that energy that was holding those atoms together. I like to think of it as a Christmas cracker. If any of you played RuneScape back in the day, right? What you do, if you don't know what a Christmas cracker is you have your hands on either side of it and you pull it, and in the middle there's a big pop. Sometimes there's confetti and some toys fall out, and it's kind of just like, ooh, what am I gonna get? Like opening a Happy Meal, right? So I like to think that your hands on either side of the Christmas cracker that you pull are the atoms of the food molecules, right? And when you pull it and poof, the pop, the confetti, that is all of the energy being released that our bodies can harness as being able to change our bodies, right? It's not a perfect example, but that's how I think of it, and it gets the idea across. So, all of the food that we eat and drink are all made out of 4 main macronutrients: protein, carbs, fat, and I'm gonna throw in alcohol. So I'm gonna break these down, each of these macronutrients down, into a different video, which I'm gonna leave in the description or right up here. No, right up here. So first we're gonna start with carbohydrates. Carbohydrates has 4 calories per gram. So these are things like your rice, your pastas, your, what else did I have? Your breads, right? Next is going to be your protein. So protein is the one that gets all the glory when it comes to fitness and bodybuilding, right? So this is the stuff you get from your meat, your white fish, your chicken breasts, your steak. Pretty sure everyone knows where you get protein from. So next one, number 3, is our fat. So fat has over twice as many calories as carbs and protein have per gram, both of those having 4, and fat has 9. So some common fat sources could be things like butter, fat, things that you think are bad. However, there's some really good fats like avocados, oils, stuff like that. Like I should say olive oil, not all of the oils, right? So even though some of these fats are really good for you and are necessary to sustain a healthy life, please be very, very careful with these. These do add up calorically very quickly and can get out of hand. Finally, our last and final macronutrient is alcohol. So I even hesitate to call it a nutrient because it doesn't really do much for you. It's actually a toxin, so I hesitate to call it a nutrient. However, alcohol contains 7 calories per gram, so more than protein and carbs and a little bit less than fat. Still, that's a very high amount. This is why when you take a measly 1.5 fluid ounce shot, your standard shot can have upwards to almost 100 calories per shot. This is why drinking when you're on a diet and trying to lose weight is a bad idea, because it can take up so many calories and add up super, super quick, even if you drink the low calorie drinks like light beer, seltzers, liquor, etc. So if you remember from science class, there is a concept called the law of conservation of energy. This states, if you don't remember, have never heard of it, that energy can neither be created nor destroyed. So whenever we take in caloric energy from that food, we can't just get rid of it. We can't just make more energy and just get it out of nowhere. We need to use that in some way. And there's multiple ways that we use our energy, which I'm gonna go over in a future video, which you can find here or down in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment down below. I'd love to chat with you guys about future content. So if you have any questions, please leave them. I'm gonna try to do my best to respond to as many as possible. And of course, as always, peace. Okay, I actually did it right this time. So, the topic of this video, calories, right? So calories are that big number on the side of nutrition labels, not the side. So calories are on that top label